It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Midday Show. You know, we're getting closer.
To what?
Closer to Friday.
Yes, what's Friday?
What is Friday? What's Friday? At 5:30.
I'm really excited about Friday at 5:30, actually. It's our AMP Media Futures, our first fundraiser we have ever done for our foundation. The foundation is new. We started in March 20th, I think we got incorporated. And we're doing our first fundraiser on Friday. The gift baskets look amazing. The donations, we just got one today for a 3-hour cocktail party. Bartender included, mixology, menu, everything included, a $1,300 value. That's going to be on our silent auction table.
And they're going to be here at the bartender.
He's going to be our bartender here, so VIP staffing, so grateful for that. So many great people have stepped forward to help us and to make this such a great event. I don't even want to think about how many people we've got coming, because I know you tell me no one's coming.
I don't want to hear it.
Times 100.
I don't want to hear it because this was your idea.
I know.
And I told you before, and we're not opening that door.
You tell me no one's coming.
I tell you that all the time.
I know.
And my streak looks like it's going to continue of being wrong. Deborah Tendrich, state representative Deborah Tendrich, I spoke to her.
I invited her.
I know you did. She couldn't get back to you because she has, her not-for-profit has their Halloween party the same night.
Oh, okay.
So she may stop by earlier. Now, Deborah is an interesting story because Deborah used to have a radio show with us. We were at Beasley, and Dr. Nancy was there as well. She had a show over there as well. She knows everybody there. And Deborah started not-for-profit. She became successful little by little, and there were some lean years, and we were there with her.
Eat better, live better.
Yep, and we were there with her, and she had a cause and a growth. And I went to the movies of Del Rey, and I saw something that she was doing there. It had been a while, and she remembered me. She says, "Oh my God, Freddie, how are you?" And I said to her, because she was trying to get the vote, apparently she won.
She did.
She won. And she is now the state senator.
So excited for her. Just perseverance. You know, you just keep going and persevering, and you go after your passion and community engagement, everything she's done for the city of Delray. I'm so happy for her.
So after she told me, yes, that she's going to try to make it here, either a show or the event, something, we're going to get something done with her. Then I started to call some of the people that I've known for over 20 years in the radio business.
They all told you yes?
And they all tell me yes. I got Duff coming in tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Which used to be the sound guy. He's the one that taught me everything that I know about speaking on radio. I know that Dr. Nancy knows Duff as well. So he's moving. He's coming in to visit tomorrow and talk a little bit about the things that he's doing and how he was in radio and everything else. And then I talked to Don, who is also an audio man. He's willing to come in and share his stories about everything that happened in the industry as well. And then I'm talking to some of the board ops that used to be our friends on the air as well. And they're working on coming. Everybody's coming because everybody wants to share in the gift of giving and teaching. And what the kids in here don't understand, but they're lucky because they caught us this year. And they're about to walk into a lot of paths, a lot of how we got here. This was not an overnight, let me snap my fingers and watch it happen. I think you were alluding to that before, Dr. Nancy. This has been a story. My son is coming on Friday. Now, Gio don't come from Tampa unless I beg him.
Well, Gio is on our executive board of directors for
the
foundation.
But there's also the other side where he helped us with the growth and the ideas. And I do drive him crazy, but that's okay because I'm his father. And I'm talking about from the age of 14 all the way now to where he is with 2 kids and everything else. Your family is coming. Your sister will
My
be
sister's coming and her wife, yep.
which is, again, another supporter. I got to remind her how she made me sign 12 different contracts to work with you. But all of this, at this stage of the game, I look back at all the people that have touched my life, at all the people that have been in my life on this journey. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I got to flip my hat. I got to say, you know what, Freddie? God has gifted you with a lot of people, a lot of talent. And to that I say thank you. Thank you and thank you. Because, you know, I look around and I see the kids working so hard and making a mark. And then I look back when I used to do this by myself.
Yes, you did.
And I couldn't figure out the front of a camera from the back end of a mic.
Yep.
And little by little, it's grown and gone. And now I want to take this studio and I want to open up more studios and I want to open up more studios and I want them to run them. The game has changed, which is amazing. And for you to come up with this idea on Friday, I got to tell you, I thought you were nuts. I really thought you were crazy. But what an idea. Not only the idea about Friday, but having the producers come in from the schools. 8 years ago, you and your daughter put that together. And you just got to sit back and say, you know, Dawn, that was pretty smart. All kidding aside, that was a really smart idea. And I see how hard you work, the gifts that are coming in here, the donations. I still don't know how you're going to put this together, but I'm all in, baby. I'm all in. Whatever needs to be done, we do. And if we ever figure out how to do it, we get there.
We're going to figure it out. I'm kind of putting it together in my head, but...
That's a scary place.
But exactly. But the
Father's coming.
with 6.
7. He says, we are now a family of 7. I said, you can invite your friends as well. You can be 8, you can be 10. I don't care how many of you are. Come and share a glass. Come and share a cup. Come and share a hug. Come and share a smile on that day. Because you know something, Abdullah is a big part of what we do, why we do it, and how we do it. So, not a problem.
So a lot of good stuff happened. I don't know. I was thinking about it this morning. What happened is our crew picked a day earlier in the year, like we just never got it going. And then I knew in my head that if I wanted it to happen before the end of the year, I had to pick a day.
It was stealth. She just walked in.
Helen?
No, stealth.
Oh, she picked a day back in. So then we picked another day.
She picked a day.
Then I picked, it was between 2 days, and I forgot who I asked. I asked, I think, the Impulso Latino girls what Friday they could come. They come this Friday, the 13th.
They got about 15 people coming by themselves.
Let's do it. So come on down Friday the 13th. Yes, it's this Friday, 5:30 to 8 p.m. Meet and greet, have some fun. We've got a live auction painting by Mary Gallagher Stout. I don't even know what she's painting, but she's going to be painting here on the set. We've got music. We've got Megan Folk performing. Joshua Martin, our very own Josh, is going to be accompanying her. Johnny Melnick on the keyboard. Some great music. Some nice food from 2nd Street Bagels and Deli. Food from Dope Vegan as well. Our bartender, Beverly Diane, party consultant, has been with me through and through and has just been pulling out her Rolodex of people to help us. And it's been truly amazing on top of all the incredible raffles from Sparkle of Life up to Wawa. I mean, you name it. People have donated. So beautiful earrings, Wawa merch, food, wine. I mean, even healthy electrolytes, LA Fitness, App Academy, Lindsay Martinez. There's so many great things. I want them all.
During the book, everybody, I mean, there's so many.
I texted her yesterday and I go, okay, here's my dilemma. What do I do with, signed baseball with Jeff Conine from the Marlins through HubSpark. And HubSpark is now the official business marketing company management system for the Marlins. So they kindly donated a signed baseball. So many great things that I said, all right, Dawn, here's my dilemma. What do I do with this item and this item? And she starts to laugh. She goes, that's your biggest dilemma? I'm like, yep.
That's funny.
So that was my dilemma of the night.
It's funny, but it's not. You're going to need a bigger table.
I'm going to set it all up in B. I'm going to move the chairs, put a folding table in B, and use the table for the rest.
No, you're going to need more than that. You're going to need more than Studio B for everything you.
For the raffles, no, I think we'll be good with 2 tables, but we'll
figure
it out.
The raffles, you have to look at them. You can't just have them the way you have them now.
Yeah, but they look nice, don't they?
They do. I'm just amazed. And you know what? our Ace Crusaders out on the street. She's not done. She's going to go get more, she said.
Wow, amazing. All right, why don't we take a quick break? When we come back, we've got Nancy Powers joining us. We're talking about, I guess, wellness. I see some fruit and some vegetables.
She always walks around with stuff.
I know. It's all good. I see you drinking your water, which is great.
Yes.
All about, yeah, it's not an easy time of year right now to stay on whatever program and plan you're on, but it's definitely an important time of year to stay on whatever program and plan you're on for healthy food. Moderation's great, but don't forget about the end of the day, it's all about you.
True that.
All right, so more to come. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Like and subscribe, as well as Amp Media Production. See all of the shows that we produce right here in the studio. One of them could actually be yours. More to come. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Your True Oldies Listener's Guide. Listening in the Palm Beaches? That's 95.9 FM. On the Treasure Coast? You want 106.9 FM. In Boca? It's 95.3 FM. We've got Fort Lauderdale and Broward County covered with 96.9 FM. And you can always hear us anywhere at TrueOldiesFLA.com.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more.
Call 800-920-3819.
Frank A. Ruffolo, a renowned author and screenwriter known for his books such as 10048, Blue Falcon, Memoir of a Soldier, and his latest, Samuel of Sarah. Check out his website, frankaruffolo.com, for more info or purchase his books on Amazon.
Amp Media Futures Foundation is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to providing college students with immersive opportunities in media production, marketing, business skills, and communication.
Interns will learn professional workflow skills in editing, video and radio broadcasting, public relations, digital media, graphic curriculum, and access to equipment to make a positive impact.
Amp Media Productions is a full-service production house with a variety of shows ranging from the Brooklyn Cafe show.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a very busy Wednesday.
Sarah Spiritual.
Right here on the Oldies Station, you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Call me Zena.
Teach by example, and that's what I try to do all the time, to teach by example.
Artist Loft.
Using that term more. Yeah, lofties, yeah.
And Gypsy Soul.
They love music. It's like their favorite thing to go to.
I teach like preschool up to 12th grade.
Yeah, nice.
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Amp Media Productions. Please like and subscribe to all of our shows.
I want to be a first class champagne, please.
Giant comfort.
Yeah, that's good. We offer opportunities to excel in the field of TV film production, social media management, video editing, set design, graphic design, sound engineering, journalism, and many more useful tools to help you land a career in the media business.
To volunteer or be a part of our team, or to make a donation of any size, please visit us at ampfutures.org. Help us to empower college students to create a positive impact with immersive hands-on experiences in media production. Help us amplify the future.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Thursday.
Now we're back.
All right, so we've got Dr. Nancy Powers joining us, and she is always here talking about wellness. And this is the time of year to stay on track. How are you doing on your wellness journey? It's a journey.
Okay, let's talk to Nancy.
Well, you know, you've been on a journey, and
I've been on a journey.
It's like a roller coaster. I know there's ups and downs for everybody.
Well, you know, what happens is that during the holiday season, when you go to a restaurant and you eat a piece of steak, it's not prepared the same during December that it is for the rest of it. Because they add more sugars to it.
Are you sure?
They put more sauces. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I can't, and then your body also gets into
your
a
body
mode.
plateaus, right?
Not even plateau, it fights against you, so you have to be quite, you know, your weight comes down and your sugar goes up, so there's this balance you have to do, and I hate going through it, but that's what I'm going through right now, so I have to push the issue a little harder, but I know I'm accountable, like Heather said today. I'm accountable as to what I have to do, and I look at some of the tips that you talk about to stabilize the blood and everything else, and the food has come down, the weight has come down, but now I have to work on getting that sugar down. So it's
excellent. Okay, well, you look great, and we're all here to make healthy choices so we can all thrive in 2025 as the year winds up. A lot of people are going to a lot of parties and are exposed to different foods and different treats and different libations and spirits that maybe we're not used to. So you want to enjoy yourself, but you want to improve your wellness no matter what the situation. So one of the things which is very simple, which we can all do, is when you eat, I spoke about this last time, make sure that you chew your food. You got to chew it chewy, nice and gooey, and make sure that you do chew, because then the carbohydrates are properly digested and cut up like little scissors from the saliva in your mouth, and then your body can digest it. So that's like the one simple thing. And I like to talk about simple, healthy choices. Now, last time I spoke about celery, and you're not a fan, but I have something which today I think everybody is really, really a fan of, because we are fans of the plant. And you want to improve your circulation. A lot of people are taking cholesterol-lowering medications and all sorts of prescription drugs to improve their circulation. But there are some natural things that you can do which are delicious, nutritious, readily available, and great for you. One of the things is, I'm going to show you, watermelon. Okay, watermelon is great because it has a component in it called citrulline. Now, citrulline is really important because citrulline turns into, it's an amino acid, it turns into something called arginine, which turns into something called nitric oxide, and this enhances the quality of all your arterial vessels, your arteries, your veins, so they can be dilated. You want to keep your whole system, your whole cardiovascular system supple and dilated, because if it gets blocked, that's where problems become problems. So we're all talking about insurance, right? But the best insurance is ensuring that you make healthy choices for a happier life. So you want to eat lots of watermelon. And it's also really good for gentlemen for erectile dysfunction, because the circulation is all involved. The Viagra medication was initially instigated as a circulatory enhancement prescription. But, see where that went. But this is a natural alternative, so you want to make sure. Now, foods rich in citrulline are watermelon, and the rind has more than the flesh, but eat it all. The other thing is cucumbers. Cucumbers are extremely high in citrulline.
You can eat the rind of the watermelon?
A lot of people pickle the rind. It's a delicacy. It's like from Southern culture, but people do eat the rind. I don't, but people do.
Really?
Yeah. But the rind, even the little bit of the white, because most of the time we don't eat that, but the rind has a higher level of citrulline. Not the skin, but the inside part.
White part.
Inside
Okay.
the white part.
Okay.
And so citrulline is in cucumbers and in squash. Okay, so next time you want a healthier choice and you want your family to feel better, you want to prevent any kind of arterial disease or problem, you want to make healthy choices. So that's citrulline, okay? This is really simple, and these are things that you can get at the supermarket and you can set on your table or eat wherever you are, and the healthy choices make for a happier life. Now, this is really great because you want to have control over your nutrition. You want to make decisions that improve your health and well-being. That's why we are all here, and we hope to be here for a long time. And with the holiday seasons upon us, these healthy choices will make a difference. And there's a lot of other things that we can talk about too. But this
What do
is
you
great.
think about the skin of a cucumber?
I don't love it, but sometimes, and this is an English cucumber, this is a traditional cucumber, and cucumbers are considered both a fruit and a vegetable. They're considered a fruit in the way that they're grown, because they grow out of a flower, and they're considered a vegetable in the way that it is generally presented.
And what about watermelon? I remember always on all these food plans saying they're high in sugar.
Well,
true or not true?
Well, the sugar aspect is offset by the benefits of the circulation, okay? What perfect food is there? You're going to have ice, pretty much. You want to make healthy choices, though. But watermelon, you can put it in a salad with some feta and some cucumber. Watermelon is a healthy choice. As if you're going to have something sweet, and it also is one of the few fruits, because fruit makes you cute, don't forget that.
I love her rhymes.
But watermelon also is satiety. It helps you with thirst and also helps you with hunger. And very few foods do that.
Interesting.
It is interesting. And the other thing is, when you are at these events, make sure you drink water, okay? And that's especially important if you are planning on drinking alcohol. Okay, a lot of people who don't generally drink will have a drink or two at the bar at the party. One of the things you also want to be mindful of is grapefruit juice. Grapefruits, if you're eating grapefruits and you're taking cholesterol-lowering medication like statins, or you're taking Xanax, or a lot of different prescription drugs, what the grapefruit does is it keeps it in your system longer. Okay? So if you're taking your cholesterol-lowering medication, it's going to be stronger. So some people who are taking high dosages of cholesterol-lowering medication and then take some grapefruit juice with it will find that it becomes somewhat toxic. So watch out for grapefruit juice, because it might be in the punch bowl when you're at the party.
Interesting. Busy time of year.
Yes, it's the most wonderful time of the year. So you want to make the healthiest choices so you can live your best life and thrive in 2025. And when you get home from your party, I'm going to also say again, drink water. Sure. Make sure you flush everything out so your body can become balanced and you can wake up feeling better.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
I wake up now and I try to drink a bottle of water.
Good.
Before even coffee.
Good.
Because I heard that something magical happens if you drink water when you first get up. And it can't be cold. It has to be room temperature.
Well, that is true. So when you first get up in the morning, your body is dehydrated from the night before. So you want to drink water. And the best water to drink is Fiji water, because it has electrolytes in it, and your body is made of electricity, and the electrolytes help balance out your electrical situation. The other thing which I really recommend when you first wake up is to put eye drops in your eyes. Keep eye drops by your bed. And the first 3 minutes when you get up in the morning really have an impact on the entirety of your day. So when you first wake up, I recommend that you move your articulations, you move your hands, you move your feet gently, gently. Start to just move your body about and get yourself set for the new day. Don't just hop out of bed. And then you want to put eye drops in your eye and drink water. And then you want to make sure that you floss your teeth. You want to floss your teeth a lot. That's a very healthy way to keep your heart healthy, besides the arterial benefits of cucumbers and watermelon. So it's like little tiny incidents of health choices will make you live longer and stronger. And everything adds up. And it also can decline quickly. That's why you want to build and learn, because when it comes to your health, knowledge is power.
I got to tell you, she's 100% right.
Yeah.
I've been drinking water. I do the drops, right? So now when I get up in the morning and I got to put the drops, I got to run in to put them because my
Put them by the bed. You
well,
don't need to get them.
I also have, there's an allergy thing going on right now. Well, my goodness, ever since I started drinking this in the morning, I blow my nose. It is horrible.
Comes out.
What the hell, man? You drain.
Right.
And it's happened ever since, I guess this stuff has loosened everything up.
Yes.
And it comes out, and it's a very scary thing.
Better out than in, though. That's another really important point
say.
that you bring out. You want to drain all the toxins from your entire body. And the other thing that cucumbers and watermelon do is they help your body detox extra ammonia from stress. Stress causes ammonia, which can go to your brain, which causes brain fog. So that's why stress makes you lose your car keys or lose your mind. So you want to do things to help maintain your stress, and we can talk a lot about that, but it makes a big difference. And people who are not, how much is enough water? Well, you should be drinking all day, and you want to make it convenient for you. You want to have it by the bed. You want to have it wherever you spend your day.
You should be drinking half your body weight in fluid ounces.
Right.
If you're working out, add another 20 ounces.
And Florida is very, well, now it's not as hot, but there's a tremendous amount of sweat. You know, it helps really detox your body, but you got to replenish it properly because it makes a difference. Because let's say you have a health condition like a blood sugar issue. Okay?
Keep drinking.
You want to not have the blood so concentrated, and since the blood is mostly water, when you flush it out, it flushes it out, and it helps with all things, with constipation, because constipation ruins the nation. So we're here to help you.
Keep drinking. She's like a magician. You know, the funny thing is that in Florida, you have to keep drinking, right?
Yes.
And then you go to all these Christmas parties. Like I went to that event where we did the investment thing, and everything there is finger foods.
Right.
Well, finger food, everything in there has sugar. Right. I knew I was going to run into a wall. I knew it.
Right.
I knew it.
Oh, you were at a party, not a dinner?
There was a party, like a welcome situation,
okay.
Before you go to the dinner. And I knew it. When I saw it, I said, now, do you say you don't eat? You'll be the only one in the room.
Well, you nibble. You nibble.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to nibble yet.
Okay. We can learn
and then I'm sitting there going, Nancy says, chew, and chew.
That's
and
right.
Chew. And I'm looking at the ceiling, and she says, chew. But I'm telling myself, boy, this is the disaster waiting to happen. And
I
I'm
say
paying
chew
the
it
price
chewy,
right now.
nice and gooey.
All right, more to come with Dr. Nancy Powers. We're going to take a commercial break. Thank you so much. When we come back, we've got Helen Archer, Cosmic Astrology Society, in the house.
She was right again.
I did not get to see Helen last week, so.
She was right again.
Was
I can't stand this woman.
I don't know what she was right about, but I guess we're going to find out.
Wait till you find out she was right.
888-994-4995. See what the stars have in alignment for you. Studio A, and we'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? With MedGuard Alert's new Care Watch, you can connect with medical professionals instantly, 24/7. No cell phone required. This life-saving medical device acts as a phone as well as a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And if you have Medicare or Medicaid, you may qualify to get yours free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Unbelievable. And we're back. And yes, you know, our show is heard on radio on South Florida Oldies. You know, one of the things over the years that we never talk about is that we're on the radio. And a lot of the shows, so I get a call from Paul and Michelle. They said, hey, we were on the radio last night. I says, I know, that was the deal. He says, no, really? I heard myself. Yes. I drove around for an hour just to listen to myself. I was dying. I remember I used to do that. I used to drive around because when I first started on radio, I says, wow, this is really me.
It's funny. Sometimes I'll drive home and I have the station on and I hear, I'm like, wait, that's my voice. Wait, that's Freddie. Or that's one of the shows we're producing. It's still kind of cool.
It is. And you too can live the dream. Come in and check us out. All right. So let's move on to this.
Well, yes, because last week I wasn't here. I was at the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce doing a judging for a video competition. And you were here with Helen. And you say, again, she was right. So Helen Archer of the Cosmic Astrology Society. We're going to roll her intro. And we are back. All right, so what was she right about?
So this is going back a ways, the summer, I think?
Yeah.
Helen has said that something in the cosmos was going to happen where dictators were going to fall.
Yes, you did say that.
And when you said that, I thought you had three heads. Because all I saw were dictators getting more powerful, like Putin and all those guys from North Korea, those idiots. But then, lo and behold, out of nowhere. And I'm sitting there looking at the news in the morning, reading it and looking and saying, where is Helen? Is she like in the corner over there? And you predicted the fall of these dictators.
It's just the beginning.
In Syria now, the dictator has fallen. Now the dominoes are beginning to fall because all the people that were surrounded, like Putin, had to back off because he doesn't have... You know, Putin's in trouble. He's using North Korean fighters because he doesn't have enough people in the fight.
Because they're all dying.
Oh, there's stupid...
700,000 people or something. I mean, something craziness.
It's just retarded. And so now Syria, who's always had that, what was it, 23 years of ruling?
50.
Yeah. And a lot of people died there.
With the chemical weapons.
It's on his own people.
On his own people, anything to stay in power. And that was the Pluto in Capricorn issue, that the plutocracy was holding on to power. They were in control of all the money, and all the people were oppressed. So now, as I said, the Pluto cycles, the last time it was in Aquarius, when it entered Aquarius this year, then it retrograded back into Capricorn, and now is finally back into Aquarius for the 14-year cycle. That the freedom and civil unrest was going to start, and people were going to overthrow the oppressors, just like during the French and American revolutions, they overthrew the monarchy.
Now the question is, who replaces the crazies? Because you know, crazy plus crazy equals crazy squared.
I don't know if who was overthrown by is better.
We don't know yet. We don't know anything.
Who they're in alliance with.
But we do know, this is why I tell Helen, I think this is all planned, because Israel attacked all of the Syrian depots that had weapons in one day yesterday. Over 300 attacks. Wiped out all those weapons that were sitting in different parts of that country that the crazies were using to attack. So the door has opened now to let's start fresh. And I'm just hoping that we go in there with clean hands, because if you go in there trying to dictate again and putting a puppet up there, you're going to have bigger problems in the future. But you did predict it was going to happen. Now, you say there's going to be more.
There's going to be more. And, you know, it's a long-term cycle, but yes, there's going to be more. And the thing is, I think that as far as Syria is concerned, with Mars going back into Cancer, which rules the oil, they're going to sell their oil to the highest bidder. You know, they've been, like Russia has bases there and a seaport there and has been capturing the oil, and China has been buying the oil, but now I think they'll be free. The next government will be free to, you know, sell oil to the highest bidder.
So they won't be captivated by Russia or Iran?
They were broke under Russia and Iran and Assad. You know, they have a chance now with their oil and whatever other commodities that they sell in the country. I'm not sure. But anyway, they have a chance now to join the, you know, democratic world order. And I hope that's what they'll do.
I hope that's what they pick.
But for right now, until Mercury goes fully forward, everything's up in arms, and there's changes and, you know, reorganizations happening, not only there, but in general, business-wise, country-wise, family-wise, and our own personal finance-wise, you know. So things are up in the air, and it's a good time to just communicate with people and enjoy the holidays, make connections, and then follow up with them after the new year starts.
So after the New Year's is when the normal time begins again?
After the New Year, so Mercury and the full moon in Gemini and Sagittarius are on Sunday the 15th. So Mercury stops going backwards, stands still from the 13th to the 15th, and then moves slowly forward until the 20th when it's full steam ahead.
You got that?
So now
Which
is
why
the
we
time.
could have the event on Friday, because we weren't backwards anymore. We were just
We're standing still, so it's
it was
a major
okay.
point. So what's going to happen is we've been working on projects. We've organized products and inventions and business agreements, and now we have to revisit those. We have to review those. We have to look at those and see, A, did we promise more than we can deliver? B, is this to our advantage, or could we make a better deal after the holidays? You got to weigh all this. And by the 20th, whatever you did, whatever you decided, whatever progress you made in these areas is gonna change a little. You may have to redo it. So in order for you to avoid having to do all this extra work 2 or 3 days before the holidays, don't finalize anything now. Don't commit to anything now. Enjoy the holidays, and then after the 20th, you can review existing agreements and wait till the beginning of the year when Mars changes back into Cancer to go back over what you started in the summer and finalize that and make that better and successful.
Okay, well, I got a question for you, because you're very clear as to after the new year. So the president-elect has put in some very interesting selections for his cabinet and everything else. I just read today, right before we came on the air, that Trump's wife has resigned as the RNC chairwoman.
Right.
Because she's getting too much pushback from the Republicans about Marco Rubio.
Really?
Well, she wants to take his place. She was hoping, or there was talk of her taking his Senate seat.
Melania?
Not Melania, Lara.
Lara.
Oh, Lara's wife, okay.
But the situation has become that there's pushback about Marco, and then there's something where she has now resigned, so now they're looking for a new one. But some of these selections that you got to scratch your head and wonder, is this the best for the country? I mean, I think even Dr. Oz is involved in this somehow, no? Yes, Dr. Oz?
She's shaking her head.
Yeah.
Is this going to work out?
Well, apparently now, and there's, because of Mercury retrograde, everything's been in question, and they've been dragging up the past and trying to make an issue of it. But once Mercury goes forward, all of that is going to dissolve, and there'll be a new order. So we'll have to see who makes it through that selection process. But whatever started is going to change in the end.
It's interesting. I think there's a lot of smoke and mirrors right now, like she's saying. I think that Trump listens to the show. And he says, let me put in all this craziness, and then things won't work out, because you still got to be approved to be in those positions. And there's a lot of leveraging going on right now. I think the House is separated by one Republican vote, if I'm not mistaken.
I think 3, isn't it?
I don't know. I know it's
I'm
a very
not sure.
small number. So then, give me something for the new year. What kind of new year? What is 2025 going to look like?
How far you want to go into it?
I'm a little afraid.
Let's
I
start
don't
with
know.
January and then move through what we're looking at.
So for 2025, we're looking at the beginning, we have Mars and Pluto opposing, so that's going to be formation of new governments and radical changes in terms of, overthrowing the dictators and hopefully solving peace. There should be discovery of new minerals, but we're also in danger, as there was just an earthquake in California and the fires, so we have to worry about that at the beginning of the year. Now, Saturn and Jupiter are in negative aspects, so what we have to do at the beginning of the year is make sure that we are doing things that are practical, that we, like if we didn't promise more than we could deliver in December, we can now move forward and get things happening and solidify things, and especially if we built a good foundation. And then the thing that's going to happen is Mars is in Cancer at the beginning of the year, about the 4th. It retrogrades. It's now moving backwards, which is another reason Mars and Jupiter are moving backwards, which is not a really good time to start a new business, or, buy a new house or buy a new car until, these planets are moving forward, but mostly for the business. We can start thinking about a new car after the beginning of the year. So what we want to do is we want to work on existing projects. We want to refine the projects that we have, because we're going to find that we miss this, or we have to fix this, or we have to add that. And we also have to consider the fact that there can be changes at the top, that there's power struggles for power and position in corporate and government and business in general. So there may be changes coming at the beginning of the year when Mars moves back into Cancer, dating back to issues that started in the summer. The important thing to realize is we have Pluto in Aquarius, so now we're more global, we're more freedom and democracy and equality minded, we're more futuristic, we're more technological. So all these things are going to really move ahead in April, because in April Mars is going to go back into Leo, which is fire, and Saturn and Neptune are going to change signs. After years of being in Pisces, they're going to change to Aries, which is a sign of momentum, of ambition, of movement, of positivity, of diplomacy, and of getting our act together and getting things done.
That's in June.
April.
April. All right, it's not too far away.
Well, it's interesting, because I don't know if that particular setup happened when Trump was first president, because all of a sudden the floodgates opened up and all this positivity came forward in the industry section. It wasn't until COVID that slowed everything down.
Well, because we have 2 planets in Gemini for the United States chart, Mars and Uranus, and now we have Jupiter, which is a once in 12-year lucky cycle. We have Jupiter contacting those planets because it's in Gemini, so that's improving the whole life of the country. That's making technology and progress, and even like I said, the news media is going to change and become more realistic. All that yellow journalism is going to go away, and I think it'll be a positive cycle once the Jupiter goes forward. All that's going to happen around the spring. But that's why the country is improving. Now, as far as Trump's chart, I said his planets are ascending. Mm-hmm. So he's rising. You know, he's destined to bring growth, and he's given popularity and power because he is a Gemini. His Jupiter is at his sun sign once in 12 years, so he's expanding, he's getting positive feedback, he's he's optimistic, he's getting opportunities, he's going to make the country great. So he has that Gemini connection with the country, and he has that Mars in Leo, so by April we should start seeing all the benefits of the programs he's going to initiate in January.
Oh, it's a positive sign. So that works for every Gemini, right? It looks like a good year for Gemini.
It's been a wonderful year for Geminis. It also benefits Sagittarius. It's not too bad for Libra and Aquarius. It benefits all of them in a certain way. But the way it benefits is through communication, through travel, through transportation, through news, through the mail, through advertising. That's all ruled by Gemini. And so you need to, contact people, talk to people, get connections, make more connections, and you'll get opportunity.
I got to find me a Gemini.
You coming on Friday night?
Yes.
Talk to people, connect with people, do your thing.
Just don't scare people.
I try not to scare people.
All right,
sometimes
some people feel hesitant about, having a reading because they're afraid that too much will be revealed. So you just never know. It all depends on the chart. Everybody's different. Everybody has different planets, and the planets of today are making different aspects. So most people, 80% of people, Geminis and all the signs I mentioned are going to benefit, but 20% of them are not going to benefit until Jupiter changes signs next May into Cancer.
All right, so what about Pisces and Aries? Where are we at?
Where are you at?
Oh, God.
Like I said, don't promise more than you can deliver. The workload, try not to take on more work right now. The less details, the better.
Have you seen my baskets?
Yeah, your baskets are beautiful.
The details.
Lots of details.
Listen to what she's saying.
Less details.
Less details.
Don't promise more than you could deliver.
And be realistic.
And what about for him? Same thing?
Same thing. You have the Mercury in Pisces, so Saturn, you've built the foundation, and now you're going to move ahead. But you have to be more realistic as far as, the actual things happening this week. And it's also fact over fiction. People have a tendency to BS.
Gemini
really? And Sagittarius are the signs of, like exaggerating on details, promising more than they can deliver, not because some are devious. It also rules the pickpocket and the con artist. But, Sagittarius is basically a sign that wants to help everybody, that's friendly, that has a lot of friends, that's generous. And so, you have to watch it. People intend to do this and that, but realistically, they can't follow up. So you have to kind of judge what you can expect people to actually do.
Interesting.
No expectations. That's why I tell you nobody's coming Friday.
I know.
No expectations.
Everybody's coming. Some people won't be able to come because of circumstances, but you got to realize this is just the beginning. This is just the start. So once you develop it and you have consistent events, more people will attend, more people will know about it. And then, of course, you got to advertise it on all the different venues that you have at your disposal.
All good things to come.
She says you're the one with the ideas, and I'm the one that has to make sure that they get done. last week, she said.
Yeah?
I almost flipped out of my chair when you said that. That's what I mean. She scares me.
Why? Is that true?
It is. It is. It is true. And it's funny because you have a lot of ideas. Capturing an idea is the hard part. Being able to do it at a certain level is the even harder part.
That's true.
And then at the end of the day, keeping it is the hardest part.
Sustaining it, right.
Because it just falls apart on you.
So the other thing I wanted to say is with Mercury retrograde, and especially with the Gemini and Sagittarius, which is changeable, which means things could change, which they probably will, hopefully for the better, is don't make any definitive statements. You know, don't put it in writing. Don't have an opinion. Just stay neutral right now. See where the waters take you. See how it ends up at the end of the year and beginning of next year to see who's really in charge, who's really doing the work, and then you can make more statements and more judgments and more decisions.
Are we supposed to be more patient with people that we are talking to, and you obviously see that they're just trying, putting apples in a barrel is just not working? Are you supposed to be patient and let it finish, or do you tell the person, listen, I really don't have time for this and move on?
I think it depends on the situation, but, it's like, yeah, we don't have time for this, but there's a lot of work being done that's going to end up showing up that's needless, that we didn't need to do it, but, we're learning. So let us learn and let us be flexible, knowing that in the end we may have to make some changes. That's why I say nothing definitive right now. And even if you want to be definitive, the circumstances might prevent you from doing so.
Gotcha. Interesting.
All right. How do people contact you?
I'm on Cosmic Astrology Society, and please join my group, and I post all my predictions there. And I've also started doing TikTok as Cosmic Astrologer, and I'm starting to get a following, so I do little tidbits there, here and there, of what's happening that day.
Very cool.
If you follow the show long enough, she's usually right.
And I'm also working on my New Year forecast for all the signs.
Awesome. We'll be putting that out as well. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. For more information, you can follow Helen Archer at Cosmic Astrology Society on TikTok now and TikTok now, as well as Facebook. We've got This Day in History coming up and more to come on the other side of this commercial break, and we'll be right back.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it. All of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call. So please call right now.
What if you could make a free phone call and reduce your car payment by as much as $83 a month? Right now, you could be paying as high as 20% interest. Your new interest rate could be reduced to as low as 2.48%. You can refinance any existing car loan or leased car and save money every month. Take 5 minutes of your time right now. Make this free phone call and learn how to save hundreds of dollars a year by refinancing your existing car loan.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
The owners of Amp Media Productions and the Brooklyn Cafe show, Don and Freddie S., are excited to announce the launch of its new nonprofit educational charity, the Amp Media Futures Foundation. This foundation gives college students the tools that they need by providing them hands-on learning experiences in business, marketing, communication, and media creation. To donate or volunteer, contact AMP2 Media Productions by email at info@ampfutures.org.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
It was beautiful.
Well, that was an abrupt ending. Okay. Michael, brought to you by Michael. Mr.
Right.
I hope to see him Friday be Mr. Santa Claus.
All right. See, you're getting excited now, aren't you?
Yeah, I just got good news here. Uh-oh. What happened? Anything burned down?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
No, she's good.
She has the look. I'm just, because I don't know what happens when you walk in a room, all sorts of stuff explodes.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Yeah, it is a compliment. Rocco Tacos, I want to thank them for their donation.
Huge donation.
Huge
I know,
donation.
it's been incredible.
Bigger donation with the bar people. What is it called?
VIP staffing.
Big donation. Huge. It's amazing.
I know. People are just amazing, incredible. Restores your sense of humanity during the holiday season, right?
That's right. Now, True. That's true, but it's this one's the beginning of something good to go forward.
This one was like throwing a dart in the middle of the night and not knowing where it was going to land, and it's actually landing beautifully. So
right in the bullseye.
I'm just amazed and grateful.
People are asking me if you have too much time on your hands.
Why, to plan an event?
No, you started the not-for-profit, okay, and then you did what you did, and then now you're doing the event. Don't go like this, because it takes a lot of village people to do this village thing.
If not now, when, right?
Oh, okay.
At least,
Do you
know, I know I tried.
One of the things that we do is we have a merch store.
We do, don't we?
But I can't find it.
Well, you'd have to talk to our website developer for that.
That's another thing we have. We have website developers now.
And they're in the studio, correct?
They were in meetings yesterday. I don't know what the hell is going on. All sorts of stuff is going on. So we're going to be able to offer you, the individual or companies, your own website. But the way they're doing it is a website to deliver the goods. And they're going to be talking to her and to Mike and to Alex about what it is that companies need to deliver what they do. So I'm going to bring Alex in here. He's going to talk about one of the products. And you know that we do this product, but I want him to remind you of what we do. So Alex, let's go to Alex so he can do his thing.
So, as they were just saying too, it's a season of giving and the season of getting yourself something too. If you want to do something like that and just give yourself something to be happy about. So I want to introduce you to the Morning Cafe coffee blend right here. So you can get this, wake up, have a good cup of coffee in the morning. You can turn the show on and take a little piece of the show with you and keep it as a reminder for everyone. It's organic, it's good, and it'll help out with the foundation, and it'll keep us going and keep the lights on here, and hopefully you can give it to someone you care about or just enjoy yourself in any way you want.
Excellent. And it's true because it is the time of giving, and Don Pablo Coffee is our coffee grinder, and he's the one that does everything for us in terms of coffee. And we just got spoken to by a radio station in New York City who is excited about the coffee brand up in New York. So more to come on that.
Sometimes I just feel like my mouth is falling on the floor, and I'm trying not to let it, like lifting it back up into my mouth, because I don't even know, Helen, how some of these things happen. Whether they come to fruition or not, just the conversation is enough sometimes to even blow the fact that he called you, he found us, he even knows that we have coffee, to me is amazing. If it never happens, that's okay too. But just that you had the conversation, to me, blows me away.
You were there, or you saw that the guy called?
I know. And he called me a couple times, and he wrote in.
And I'm going to tell you another one. Our Ace Crusader thought it was a scam. It was a bot. It was a computer animated. I spoke to the guy, and the guy does, and I made a few phone calls. The guy does own the time, and he wants, it's 102.7 FM, WNEW, and I remember hearing that when I was growing up, that station. And just that, and Doc remembers it as well, and just that he knew about the coffee, and he's watched the show.
Even
it's
that
a huge
to me
station.
is like, wow.
It's a huge station, and that he wants us to be part of that growth.
Even the conversation alone is a wow.
Well, there's a whole lot of other ones I didn't share with you because if I
I've
told
been wrapping gifts,
you're gonna
I know
faint.
all morning.
You're going to faint. No, it started yesterday, but I'm going to call him today because there's a lot of things that he wants to go over. It's not just the radio that he does. He got something bigger, but I don't want to say nothing. I wanted to see what she said.
Look, she's got the big smile. All right, what are we missing, Helen?
Gee, I could do a daily forecast on the radio.
Well, I got to tell you.
So, as I said, Pluto in Aquarius on your Venus. People are going to find you. You're going to go global. You're going to spread your knowledge.
She said this.
And
Yes,
you're going
I
to
said
mushroom
this.
into, you have no idea what's going to happen. And you just have to be open and discuss the ideas. And things will start happening more so than you even think right now.
She said this to me going back, and I thought she was drinking heavy, the go-go juice.
feel the same
So
way.
this gentleman that we spoke to happens also to be on different number of radio stations. Now, when you are on 3 different stations, what's the word, Doc? You become
Syndication.
Syndicated.
So he's talking to me about, well, Freddie, what I want to do is I want to take your show and I want to syndicate it. And I'm looking at my phone saying, what? And I didn't even call you because you would have freaked out. So anyway, so the syndication has other things that he does to make a living on. He sells product. So what you have to do is you have to change the coffee, the tea. You have to change the ingredients on every syndication. So if the show is in New York, you do the coffee. If the show is in Arizona, you do the tea. If the show is over there, we do the hats, whatever it is. And this is what he loves, because he says, I found out you've been doing this for 10 years. I said, no, I've been doing it for 20. So it's not only New York, it's the syndication of this thing, which is pretty scary. It's pretty scary, but I'm going to talk to him again.
Scary good.
Oh,
It's
scary
not
good.
scary, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's
exciting.
It's scary to me
It's
because
inspiring.
You
I
gotta
don't know how
perform.
to explain to them what they've uncovered. You see, this has come because of the hard work that they've done.
Yeah,
And they just don't realize the relentless, being relentless and keep doing and keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. And we sit there and we're whipping them, come on, we got to keep going and keep going. if this thing materializes, and I'm thinking about the beginning of next year, you're looking at a whole different ball of wax here.
Absolutely.
It's probably the biggest thing in the 23 years, and I've been doing this a long freaking time. It's probably the biggest thing that I've talked about in a long time. But I didn't want to make a move. I told him, I got to call you back tomorrow.
You can talk to Helen.
Because I needed to talk to her. You see, you made me a believer now.
So you know what to do, right? You're going to discuss ideas.
And just leave it alone.
You're going to see what you can do, what he wants, you want, and then at the beginning of the year, you're going to solidify it more, but get it in writing.
Well,
get a proposal or make a proposal,
he's
and
willing
then
to come fly
adjust
down
from
here.
there. Huh?
And he's willing to fly down here and give us anything we want in terms of doing that. The thing is that the timing of it, I have to get into the slots because he not only wants shows that we do, he also wants shows that we produce. So I just have to be careful with that because let's say that Dr. Nancy has a show and I'm going to put her in New York. I got to make sure that her stuff is protected.
Right.
Because once this stuff leaves
Her
into other
intellectual
stations,
property, right.
the property can be
True.
changed.
So you have to sign a licensing agreement.
That's right.
And you have to figure out what percentage, like is he going to be an agent? Is he going to be a partner? What percentage you're going to get of, profits and sponsor money?
Exactly. It's the numbers that you share, the revenue sharing agreement. But there's a lot of things that need to be discussed. He was just giving me the idea of where we're going with this. And it couldn't come at a better time because it's the announcement of, you have an opening
Can you
here with the
imagine having that
foundation.
announcement on Friday?
Well, that's why I'm going to call him today. But I wanted to check with, I almost called you.
You can
I was
call me,
this
you can
close
text me.
to call you. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. For 23 years, I've been chasing the syndication market. I know about it. When I first started doing this is where I wanted to go. It's been hard to get there. It is hard to do syndication correctly and what it means in the long run that you are selling your product as opposed to just doing the product. It's a big difference. But I almost called you. I said, I'll let her come in tomorrow. I didn't even talk to Dawn. I didn't say nothing to nobody. Nobody's heard this story.
Sometimes it's better not to say anything.
Agreed.
Until you actually have something that like a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
No, that's why I was giggles last night. And I come in here and I hear the rumbling in Studio B that this one brought in the Rocco Taco piece, and I just sat back and I said, no problem, let things fly the way they do. Let things happen the way they do. But there's a change in the air about everything. Even the morning show, we had a discussion that we're going to change that format. We're going to introduce things a little bit more control chaos. New elements. There's going to be a coffee time deal on this. Take a coffee break, go get your mug of coffee. Maybe, as Alex said, maybe you'll come out and buy some Brooklyn Cafe coffee, and then we'll share a moment. Because everything right now, what's happening is everybody wants to feel good together. Mm-hmm. You want the new year to come. You want it to grow and go. Because you two deserve to have a good year, like
Amen.
everybody else.
Thrive in 25, as Dr. Nancy says.
That's right. This one is a rap artist.
We're making it happen.
Making it. Nice job, Alex. So tell me, as far as marketing goes, just grab your mic. What do you think the marketing trends are that people are looking for in 25? What's happening in business? The buyers.
Sellers? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Which one? I don't know.
So say we're selling.
Yes.
What are the buyers
looking for?
What's trending right now?
I would say, for what, the products like we have right now? For us?
Any product.
Are they looking for jewelry? Are they looking for coffee? Are they looking for
What's
something
the holiday
quick
gift
turnaround?
I mean, the holiday season is just like I went to the store yesterday and bought something for my mom and figured that out. It's just, I don't know. I feel like jewelry, everything, always jewelry, is good right now. I was always told gold, obviously, is a good thing to buy and invest and everything. But I feel like it's just, I don't know, the high-end products right now. Because I heard people, too, no one's really buying, houses or saving up money right now. They're just spending it on, little things right now. Because I don't know, actually the whole, realtor and, how much money everything is to houses now. But I just heard it's going up. So people aren't even thinking about saving up for a house right now and putting down like a mortgage or anything.
They're just enjoying
They're
life.
just like enjoying it and buying small things that are like worth enough to like you can spend it and work up for it, but it's not gonna like blow your whole account up right now. So like I would say like nice things that aren't like overly priced, but like nice enough to be like feel good about it and buy it for themselves or for their spouse or for something like that.
Well, then come on
I'd
in on
say.
Friday. We have some beautiful earrings. A lovely basket from Mary Kay.
You know, Black Friday produced the biggest sales number in the history
Do you know I didn't buy anything?
of Black Friday. You must be the only one on the planet.
I did
Saved
not.
100%.
I saved 100%.
Girl math.
Girl math, 100%.
But
I
Black
didn't buy
Friday
anything.
was so ridiculous that the numbers exploded. Now, some of the percentages were as low as 40, 50%. People really cut back to get rid of all the inventory from the year. But you can still see sales today. All the companies are doing.
Well, someone told us, I don't know if this is true, CVS and Walgreens are in trouble.
They're going to close a bunch of stores. CVS already closed some
What I
stores
heard.
that I know of.
That's what I
But
heard.
anyway, as far as gifts are concerned, I think for the people, like someone who has everything, like, and I don't know how much you want to spend, but silver or gold coins are always good. They're a good investment, and it's always a good gift. And people want things that are futuristic. They also want things that are simple. With Venus in Aquarius and Jupiter in Gemini, those are air signs. People like things that are futuristic, simplistic, things that are good for everybody, that they, you know, everybody can enjoy. Entertainment, sports, those are the things that are important right now.
All right, I like it.
What do you want for Christmas?
But I'll tell you, after the 20th, if you can wait, there's going to be some really, really good sales.
And Hanukkah's late this year, so you got plenty of time to get all your holidays in after the 20th.
And I'm not Jewish, so I don't care if you want to wait.
Hanukkah's on
You
Christmas,
can give me
so
gifts
it's not.
now.
I mean, there's been years where Hanukkah's been on Thanksgiving. This year it happens to be on Christmas.
You can give me gifts now.
So you have plenty of time.
You can give it to me now in Hanukkah, after Hanukkah. What do you call it? You get gifts after Hanukkah?
Well, it's a whole week.
Oh, that's that thing where you get a week of gifts?
Yeah, that's that thing.
Oh,
Very
man.
nice.
I will be becoming Jewish the 20th forward. When is it?
25th.
From the 25th to what?
I thought it was Christmas.
No, wait a
8
minute.
days.
I'm going to trade in Christmas for Hanukkah.
Jay, you hear that?
They get 8
days.
gifts, man. Who the hell does that?
My people.
Your people are, they know how to live.
My people do that.
I'm going to be Jewish from the 25th to whatever. I'm going to get 8 gifts and then go back to being.
You got it. All right,
fun.
you ready to wrap this up?
Yes, I'm glad that I got good news.
Thank you,
here. I'm gonna
Helen,
be
for all
making
of that
some
great
calls.
news. Dr. Nancy, thank you for our health tips. Going into the holiday season, eating healthy. Come on by on Friday. Yes, Friday the 13th at 5:30 till 8. We're having a holiday open house. Show you a little bit about what Amp Media Futures does. Meet our crew. Meet Mary Gallagher Stout, who is an incredible, fun, funny painter. Have some music, have some drinks, and let's just celebrate. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe. Please be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.